Ladies and gentlemen, today is officially launch day for Modern Warfare 2. And I know what you might be thinking, isn't it a little bit early for the game coming out? Doesn't it come out at midnight Eastern Standard Time tonight? And you're kind of right. On PC, that is exactly the way that it works. However, on console, the regional unlocks happen at midnight in whatever time zone you're in. So if you're in New Zealand, for example, it opened at 7 a.m. Eastern Time this morning on PlayStation and Xbox. So what I thought I would do is I thought I would hop in, show you what multiplayer is all about, play a little bit for you, and then show you kind of like what the unlocks look like and everything that is new inside of multiplayer. Essentially, I wanted to make a video showing you what multiplayer was all about. So maybe you haven't ordered the game yet, or maybe you're waiting to get your hands on it and you want to see what it's all about. So without further ado, let's actually hop into the game and let me show you what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about. So as you can see, we are in with the brand new thing, which is the Call of Duty HQ. So when you boot up your game, this is what you are going to see. And assumably once Warzone 2 and maybe even DMZ are out, we're going to have different menus here for different games that you can play. But obviously all we have right now is Modern Warfare 2. Now, once we're in here, there's a couple things I wanted to point out. First of all, you have a featured playlist. Underneath that, you have multiplayer. Underneath that, you have campaign. And then underneath that, you have co-op, which is Spec Ops, which we're going to dive into later on today in a separate video. So there's three different missions there: low profile, denied area, and defender, which I believe is the survival mode. Not like zombies, but like the Spec Ops old school survival mode. But the other things we have up at the top are weapons, which we're going to dive into after we hit rank 4. Then we have operators, which if we have a look at some of the challenges for these, they're incredibly easy. Gus, get 5 assists in a single multiplayer match. Zemo, get a kill with a secondary weapon. Cleo, get a kill with a lethal equipment. Most of these you're probably going to be able to do in one game, which is pretty insane. Aside from that, though, there's not much else at the top of the menu, so we're just going to hop into quick play here. And then as far as what is new when you get in here, first of all, you have your filtered playlist, then you have your daily challenges, which is a way of getting XP, and then you have your way of starting the game. So let's hop into a game here. Let's play a game together, and then I'm going to break down some other things like create a class, all of that stuff, other things that are new. Now, while we wait for a game here, I wanted to say a couple things that have changed in the day one update. Player visibility, they've added these little triangle things above players' heads. I've seen some gameplay and I didn't really notice them too much, so we'll have to wait to see what that looks like in game. Footstep audio, they made footsteps quieter. Third person mode, they kept aim down sights. They said that they were going to remove it. They got player feedback and then they put it back into the game. Weapon balancing, of course, and then improved user interface, which I will wait and judge that one once we have create a class unlocked. Now, let's hope here for a new map. All right, so we got 6v6 on Tarak. This is obviously a map I haven't played before. It wasn't in the beta. It looks like it's smoldering a little bit, kind of like a town in Urzikstan or something like that. I guess we'll just go with the M4. It's one that we've used before. We joined halfway through a game here, so let's see if we can join in and get some kills and do pretty well. It's often tough on a map that you haven't seen before. What? Somebody want to tell me how that nade killed me, though? Like, seriously? Like, I threw it into the second floor. Okay. We're playing some sweaty players here. Get some streaks going or something. There's a dude right there. I think we're gonna flank over. Oh. There was a dude to my right. You're definitely using Ghost. No, you're not? Okay, you just weren't on the UAV. That's neat. So first off, they said that Team Deathmatch only goes up to 75 in the blog post. It appears as though it actually goes up to 100. So, noted. Got him. All right, let's throw the UAV out. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I didn't realize there was no wall on the other side there. All right, so obviously the score for Team Deathmatch goes up to 100. That was a very quick game. We joined late. Let's hop into one more and see if we can make a little bit more stuff happen. Okay, I'm really glad we played another one because this is Santa Cena Border Crossing. This is probably the map I was looking forward to most. I can't wait to see what this one is all about. Really looks like Sicario, which is a really great movie. So let's get back into it. All right, it seems like there's really not going to be a lot of cover and you're just going to be fighting down one lane, which is really crazy for an MP map. It reminds me of kind of like Wet Work. It does appear as though there's like a flanking route around the outside, though. Uh-oh. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Got him. Oh, I'm dead. I did not realize there was another guy there. This is such a strange map. Okay, so we know there's guys. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. My teammate's looking the wrong way there. Uh-oh. Like, it seems like a map where you, like, literally can't get flanked. Oh, man, I got spotted. I don't even know what I was spotted. Why is his kill cam so bright? This is one of the weirdest maps I've ever played on. Like, let's go down this left side. Like, there's no flanking. It's just head-on gunfights. Oh, there's a dude in there. Oh, I'm dead. Like, I feel like I'm completely pinned down. And, like, I feel like there's nowhere I can go. This is a... I'm actually really surprised it is. Okay, this time, let's go around the outside here. But I feel like even though when I get outside here, I throw a UAV, like, this is still, like, just one lane down out here. Nothing with snapshot. It's like, there's someone just died behind me. Like, I feel like we're just once more into the fray, running straight at people. Okay, let's push up. See if we can get another streak going, maybe. I don't think that seems a little OP. There's a dude behind me somewhere. There he is. Throw this UAV back out. Really wish I had restock on because snapshots seem really OP on this map. So we have them pushed back further than we've had them before. This teammate really keeps bumping into me and I'm not in... Oh, that guy's got a sniper. Oh, that shock stick really messed me up. I actually think I would have had a double kill there if it wasn't for that. I guess you just gotta say good toss to that. Nice. Oh, I'm dead. I reload way too much. Ever since I played Halo 3, I've always reloaded way too much. Alright, so one thing that we can note there is my M4 just leveled up to level 3. I played basically a full game. So it does level up if you are using the main classes that they have made for you, which is good to note. All about the head glitches. Did I just direct impact someone with my snapshot? Alright. I'm dead. Alright. We lost that one. A little unfortunate. I am extremely curious to see what people think of that map. Like, so curious. Alright, so I'm going to level up to rank 4, and then we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you a couple things in creative class, progression, that kind of stuff. Alright, so now that we have our creative class unlocked, there's a bunch of stuff I want to show you in here. So we'll start out with the M4. That was the weapon that I used. I have it ranked up almost to rank 5, so weapon leveling is a little bit slower, but keep in mind there's only 20 weapon levels, so it won't take you too long. Now, first of all, they added this gunsmith tab, which I think is a lot cleaner. They did a lot of really good things with the UI compared to the beta. So when we go to gunsmith, you're going to see all of your different attachments and your receivers. The various different receivers, as you can see, are unlocked, which can change up your weapons and change the weapon that you're using. And then when we go into optics, this is a really cool way to see exactly how this works. So some things you will unlock by leveling up your weapon. Some things you will unlock by leveling up other weapons. So for the SZ Mini, for example, you unlock it by leveling up the Lockman submachine gun to level 11. I think there's a really cool way of doing things, and I love that it shows you how to unlock all these various different different attachments via the other weapons that you level up, because it can be a little bit confusing there. This is the exact same thing with other attachments. So for the underbarrel, for the demo firm grip, for example, you have the Lockwood MK2, get it to level 9, and then you unlock that. The other thing that they added is if you press the middle button on your controller, it opens up your weapon platform. So the one that we are looking at here is for the M4. There are 5 different weapons within this weapon platform. I think it's cool that it shows your progression. So I'm 15% of the way through the M4. I really like that. I hope it kind of does that with camos as well, which we will look at in a second here. If we go to some other weapons, for example, let's go back to create a class and go to the EBR14. You can see another weapon tree here. This one only has 2 weapons in it. So by leveling up the EBR, you can get the SO14, so on and so forth. The other thing that we can look at is progression here. If we go through our progression tab here, you're going to see the various things you unlock at different levels, whether it be a weapon, whether it be lethal or tactical grenade, whether it be perks, so on and so forth. But if we go all the way to the end here, the very top level is 55, where you unlock the Juggernaut, and there is nothing after that. Once you hit 55, that is the max level. It also shows you how much XP you need, which I think is pretty cool. So after this, we have our camos, and these work incredibly different than I even thought from the blog post. So first of all, we have our weapon camos. So for the M4, there's really only 4 different types of camos for the N4. There's 4 different challenges for it. You complete all of those challenges, you get the mastery camo, which is gold. You get it all for assault rifles, you get the platinum, you get it all for all weapons. Then you have the polyatomic, and same goes with the Orion. These 4 different challenges we don't know yet because you have to have the M4 to rank 19. You also have your weapon mastery, which is getting kills while using the mastery camos. However, there are 186 different camos. These are received by unlocking camos for different weapons. So for the Desert Snake, you have to get the Wrap H to level 2. For the Sponge Tack, you have to level up the STB to level 2. So on and so forth. As we go through to the next one, they're all for different weapons. So you can use any camos for any weapons on any weapon. That was a very confusing sentence. But for example, for the party time camo, if you want to have a party, you have to get the X13 to level 21, and then you unlock this challenge. And then once you complete that challenge for the X13, boom, then you can use it on all your weapons. Now we also have all of our weapons, which we will go over quickly. So if we go into our armory, you can see the different types of M4s that we have. So we have the FJX Cinder, and then we have the Union Guard for completing the campaign. But after this, we're just going to scroll through all of the different weapons so that you can see what you're getting your hands on. So for assault rifles, we have the M4, TAC 56, Kastov 762, Lockman 556, STB 556, M16, Kastov 74U, and the Kastov 545. Moving into battle rifles, Lockman 762, SO14, TAC V, and the FTAC Recon. SMGs, we got a lot of these. We have the Vel 46, MX9, Lockman Sub, Vaznev 9K, FSS Hurricane, Miniback, PDSW, and the Fennec 45. Shotguns, we have 4 different types of shotguns here, 2 different Brysons, and then the Expedite 12 and the Lockwood 300. LMGs, a lot of LMGs, way more than we normally get at launch. The Sakin MG38, HCR 56, the 556 Icarus, the RAL MG, RPK, and the RAP H. Marksman rifles, lots of these too. EBR 14, SPR 208, Lockwood MK2, LMS, the SAB 50, and the TAC M. Sniper rifles, we only have 4 of these, the MCPR 300, the LAB 330, and the SPX 80. And then for our melee weapons, we just have our riot shield. As far as our secondaries go, we have lots of pistols. So the P890, the 50GS, the X12, the Basilisk, and the X13. Launchers, 4 different launchers. By the way, the challenges for these are only kills for camos, which is sweet. And then finally, our melee weapon, which is our combat knife. So you should get a pretty good idea of what is going on there. We're not going to go through all of the lethals, tacticals, field upgrades. We did that the other day. As far as the grind factor, talking about camos, talking about leveling up weapons, this is by far the easiest that we have seen in many of the past games. I'm very interested to hop into this camo guy and get grinding, leveling up weapons. But as for now, this is multiplayer. I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. Hopefully later today, we got a Spec Ops video coming up. I'm not sure whether there's story in there yet or not, but we'll dive into that later today. But as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making